Hello and welcome back to Bucketheads, where it's me and Fred. I'm not the normal host, but I'm filling in a little bit here. Today we're going to be talking about the Sacramento Kings, who last year were 40 and 42, basically like the Bulls of the West. They got Zach LaVine and DeMar and became exactly what the Bulls were, 40 and 42, which is what happens when you get those two guys. Fred, what do you think about them?
Yeah. I just recently played my NBA 2K26, my career first year with the Sacramento Kings, so I'm understanding this team very well. You got Malik Monk, one of my favorite players in the league. You got obviously the Bulls duo, DeMar and Zach, and they just acquired Schroeder. Everybody knows his contract situation problems. What I do like from Iowa is Murray. I think he's a great three-point shooter. And Sabonis is also an all-star if he stays healthy. So, besides this team getting worse by trading De'Aaron Fox last year, in that crazy trade, I don't know how that went through. Um, I think DeMar and Zach, as they get older, are just getting worse. So I don't know what they kind of see in that. I don't really see anything coming from this team. I don't even think they can even make the play-in. If I'm going to be honest, I think they're going to struggle. Defensively, I think they're going to struggle. Offensively, they could be okay, but defensively is where I'm really going to see this team struggle. I just want to point that out definitely. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. There's definitely a defensive problem here, but given that they have Doug Christie now as the head coach, last year he came and filled in, and he's a defensive-minded guy, which is what they need because they obviously don't have that. And he did have a winning record last year when he was with them, I believe, like 27 and 24. That could be wrong, but I think it's right. But I think he's really well liked. Doug Christie is among like the Kings fan base, and I think that's important. So I like him, and I think that'll help the defensive struggles. Not completely, but it'll help a bit. Um, but yeah, like you said, I mean, there's DeMar and Zach. They're just getting older. They're only getting worse. They both averaged 22 points per game last year, though, so they're still here. They're good. And obviously, you go with a player like Domantas Sabonis. He led the league in rebounds last year at 28 years old. He had honestly maybe a career year, you could say. He had a really good season. So, but they're getting older, like you said. So they might have to run more through Malik Monk and Keegan Murray and these younger guys. But my breakout player I want to talk about is Keon Ellis. He's 25 years old, 43% from the 3 point range. He's improved every year. He got 24 minutes last year, and he played 80 games, but he only started 28 of them. So I think he might start or should start if I was coaching. I say year four is going to be different. Keon Ellis is going to be a stud, and yeah, that's where I think about this team. You got Dario Saric too, yeah, which I think you mentioned Dario. He could be a oh, you didn't. He could be like a big change for them. I mean, if he's like a solid backup center, which is like in Denver, he really did nothing because Jokic obviously was playing a million minutes. But Dario Saric, if he can be like what he was in Golden State in 2023 or whatever year it was, if he can be some sort of version of that for this Kings team, I could see him benefiting. So yeah, I like the squad. I'm with you on Malik Monk for sure. I do think they're not bad, but Vegas thinks they suck. Their over under is 34 and a half. Fred, what do you think about that?
Wow. Um, I don't have them that low. I have them coming in at like 45 wins to 50 wins. I think this team could improve a little bit. Hopefully Malik Monk becomes an all-star this year. I think, maybe he can make that next jump to becoming what his max potential should be without De'Aaron Fox. If he become a true point guard, we'll see this year. But yeah, I'm with you. I like how you talked about Kean Ellis. Kind of forgot about him. He is really good defensively. So maybe he could fill that backup role or even starter role, kind of fill in those like defensive areas. but I don't really like the Dennis Schroeder signing. I think he's trash. I think he kind of just always like takes like a rookie spot or a young guy's like spot, like halts their development. But yeah, I think Dennis Schroeder's trash. I low key hate him. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with this team. I expect decent things. I think they could be a playing team. But if I was betting, I would definitely take the over on this team this year. I think they could be better than the Bulls, I would say. If we're just comparing everything to the Bulls, I guess.
Yeah, I think 34 and a half is a little low. And like, while I don't like Dennis Schroeder, I feel like he's a floor raiser. He's definitely not a ceiling raiser, but he's definitely a floor raiser. And they got guys like that all around. DeMar and Zach are also floor raisers. We've seen it in Chicago. Never had a good team, but we're going to get right around 40 wins. And that's what I see with this team. If DeMontis Sabonis has a great year, I picked him for the team MVP. I, if he just goes off, maybe they have a chance to sneak into the real playoff spot. But yeah, I'm with you. I think play-in's probably where they'll be at. So
Yeah, my MVP I have is um, also Sabonis, and my breakout player is Malik Monk. So that's where I'm at. We'll see.
sweet. All right. Well, I think we agree with this team with the Kings. If you're a Kings fan, I kind of feel bad for you. You're similar to the Bulls. You all got a great fan base, and I'm rooting for the
Light
Kings.
the beam.
Light the beam. I'm rooting for the Kings. I want them to be good. I don't see it yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, man, I like the Kings too. I really appreciate the fan base, but I don't see this team being anything in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Sucks.
All right. Well, we will catch you next time. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later.
Peace.